All right. Sorry for that little distraction.
No
So
worries.
last time we had the that fight in the homeroom. We had the awkwardness. I remember who Wyatt ran into when you left the room during the fight.
Who Wyatt
Was
ran?
it Garrett?
Was it? But I got no. Here I've got Garrett. Confrontation. In the no, this was.
No,
Everyone wants to give a ride home to what?
I don't think I.
Oh, wait. Is let me see if this was like ideas I had, or if this is what happened. Garrett will hang with Blake after school. Confrontation in the homeroom. Home ec with Garrett and Wyatt with Trevor there. Blake with the principal, McSling. Trevor wants to give a ride home to Wyatt. Josh and Tommy try to attack Rachel and Blake. Rachel pulls his persona knife on them.
Oh yeah.
Blake
Yes.
pulls the percent.
Yeah, Blake. Yeah.
Yeah, Blake was like, "Yo, I've got a knife. Fuck off!"
Magical knife.
And then Rachel was like, "Don't get into another knife fight. Remember what happened to the other guys?"
Yeah, right.
And I think
And
we won that
then-
role.
Yeah, and then Blake was like, "Yo, drop me off somewhere," and Rachel was like, "Fuck no," and is just driving Blake home.
All right. Yeah, as I recall, we didn't have time to do tag scenes. Did we?
No.
Okay.
We didn't.
Alright.
I think you were saying that we should do tag scenes at the end of it.
Sounds good. All right, so that was what had just occurred. All of that chaos. What are you doing now? And like, are you getting together with people? Heal up closer.
I would like to pick up exactly where we were with Rachel and Blake.
Mm-hmm.
So what Blake is gonna do is wait until Rachel gets to a red light and then bail out
And then bail
and
out.
start running.
Oh my god. Thank you for
Can
this.
I put the child locks on?
Do you though?
Do
I mean,
wanna,
like,
do you want to stop
do
him
you
from
do
leaving?
that before Blake?
Like, it
does
depends
that?
on how observant I am of
That
Blake.
could be a fun role. We might be able to put some stress on, and because I think right now Rachel could use a bit of stress.
Yeah, who's gonna win this stress exchange? Are you gonna escape and give me stress, or am I gonna trap you and give
Yes,
you
I
stress?
would make your roll to get out the door before she can stop you.
Yeah. So
is
Blake
gonna be
is
a
trying.
bad roll for
I
me.
imagine this is a case of Blake trying to make it as least like he's gonna try and bail out as he can.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to make it not look like that.
Yeah.
Trying
I feel
the
like
operative
there's a-
word.
I went truth and manipulative, and you obviously.
What a good combo.
Nice. If you want to write down what your total is and which die you're using for your attack die.
authority. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those ones. So power, persistent, and where the fuck? Blake, who is a D10.
Oh, you've got D10 on me.
14?
And also remember, if it's always one. If you also want to lose, if you want to lose, you are able to put the 2 5s in, or you can escalate.
True. So, so if I won this, the way it would go is then Blake responds.
Yeah, because it would be like Blake would try to get the door, you'd hit the locks, then he would have his response.
Like, it's a game of chicken, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to keep escalating.
And it's one where someone can spend a plot point to choose and not take stress, but I think often we do this to gain stress specifically.
Cool. I want to see you respond.
Okay.
Yes.
So you put the child locks on.
So you pull you pull the door handle and realize it won't open, and I look at you with like a, what the fuck do you think I am? Like, look.
I look back at you and I say, this at least doesn't make you look completely dumb, because when we get to the house, I am just going to bail out when I have to get out of the car.
Okay. See if that beats the 14.
Okie dokie. Right. And there we go. It does not.
It does not.
Unless you spend a plot point to have a 16 total with a D4. Unless if you have an extra or a relationship you can, or extra or location you can bring.
Do we have
I
parents?
bring in Harding household.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring in Harding household, because that's where we're going. Wait, what happened there?
Nothing.
So Harding household. So only. Okay, so there's another D8 that should come out as well, obviously, because it's an extra.
So you beat me by 2. What is all these 5s? You beat me by 1 or 2, either or. Okay.
No, I don't think. I think if I'm correct, the extras just give you options to make the 2 dice, right?
No. With an extra or location, it gets added on top of your total.
Oh.
So yeah,
okay.
those ones are separate. But what they do is that's what makes extras and locations so powerful. That's why you can only use them twice in a game or in a session.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're either a 15 or a 16.
Well, 16.
Yeah.
And Blake should have had. I thought I put in there. Oh, if you end up moving your stuff from the extras or locations, if you take the stuff that's on there and then put it up in the ones above, you can actually put a 2 in the number of uses left and then the die in there, and it'll automatically give you both of them. It's a bit easier way to track as you use them.
Okay, so I'm going to then respond with, fine, then they can see you get out of the car and bail instead of me having to tell them, make some excuse. It's going to be authority. I am being very persistent right now, so it's the exact same roll. Let's go! Yay!
Take a plot point.
Cool. So that's definitely beating me by 5.
Yeah, which means your D8 becomes a D10.
Well, like was the D10 free in the previous one? Because it would make sense to take 6, 5, 5 with the D10 effect, right?
Yeah.
And so that would go up to a D12, right?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, where do you want to put that D12 on me?
Exhausted.
Cool. Right. So
you
where
are
am I
exhausted with Blake.
Cool.
True.
Where am I writing that? There. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you just see her like say that and then frown for a moment and then sigh and say, "What do you want me to tell them?" And I flip the
Tell
chair.
them. I think at that point, Blake is like goes quiet for a moment, as I think you might have noticed he tends to whenever you're like, what shall I tell your parents?
Yeah.
Because Blake, although Blake like completely avoids his parents as much as he can. He doesn't like confront them and yell at them, because he still has feelings of not wanting to disappoint them. It's a bit complicated. So I think he says, tell them what you told the teacher, and tell them I just bailed out of the car without saying it to you.
She rolls her eyes, being like, if I was a parent, how would I feel if my child bailed out of a car and ran away? There'd probably be
Do you
some
say
sort
that?
of. No, she's got that thought in her head. She's probably just going to be like, I'll make something up.
Can you take the child lock off? Also, it's green.
She flips it.
Honk, honk.
Blake gets out of the car and
Yeah, she
legs it.
speeds away, like just foot down.
Blake heads to the theme park.
Yeah.
All right, I think that scene's done.
All right, so we have some tag scenes to do some healing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd suggest someone else goes ahead of me because I was just in a scene. But
Yeah, do the other two or whatever.
All right, what are y'all doing?
If I'm being honest, I don't think it can be with Trevor. For me.
Yeah, same.
Hey, good. We lined up. Dope. So, all right, Lexa. We had made jokes, not sure how canon this was, of like roller derby being like a huge sport
Oh yeah, no,
here, and you being on the roller derby team.
Well, she's not on the T. Well, like, we can either say that she's like,
It's your character.
She hangs out with the team.
Yeah, maybe she's like, because there's got to be a rink or what do you call them?
Yeah,
There's
like instead of skate parks, we have like roller parks.
Yeah.
So like, okay.
God.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Rachel's not cool enough for this. Who's more like Rachel and Blake to be at the fucking like roller skate rink, like park?
Blake has a skateboard, so
Oh fuck. All right. Well, if you want to do a tag scene, I have an idea, but no pressure.
relevant to the plot, Blake is gonna meet up with Freddy, but we can do a tag scene with Wyatt for sure.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe maybe Blake, because he said to meet with Freddy at like 6.
Mhm.
Blake goes to the skate park for a bit,
Okay. I think you
or
see
the
like
roller park, but
yeah,
Blake is being a
skate
rebel
park.
by being on a skateboard.
I mean, roller skate's still in it, so like there's probably a bunch of like tweens and shit on like in one section of it, and then like Wyatt's kind of by himself, and like a Bluetooth speaker is playing like slow but with a rhythmic drive to it, sort of like ambient music, and it's like a very short loop but just with like slight variations each time, and you just see Wyatt trying to take a turn over and over and over again, and every single time he's fucking like just crashing onto his knees, and he has knee pads, like he's not getting bloodied or shit.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think you see that.
Are you like down there, or are you saying you like go to start and then keep stopping?
Like Wyatt's trying to practice like a really tight turn in one section of it. So like probably just like a flat plane in there. Maybe there's like a grind rail that they're trying to like do a quick turnaround. Like they're just trying to edge a corner, and
Okay.
every time they just keep like they fall out of the turn because it's too tight. And Super does not.
I think. Yeah, I think you probably don't, because Wyatt is in his in their own world. They probably don't notice Blake just like slowly rolling on the skateboard in your direction.
No, not at all.
And yeah, about halfway there, Blake says, well, if you're going to run away this time, I think I might be able to catch you, based on what I've been seeing.
This is really good because like Wyatt's so in his world that he'll answer and forget to be guarded. So, run away. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to practice this turn. Looks up. Oh. Then gets back up. Goes to practice it again. Crashes. Hey, what do you want?
Blake offers a hand and
Yeah, sure.
says, I'm just passing through. Saw you. Noticed this is probably a time where, like I said, you wouldn't be able to escape quickly. So now I've got you cornered.
You extremely cornered.
Yeah, how about we fucking have some words, some interesting words about various things. I pulled a knife on some kids.
What?
And Blake grinned like, that's a good topic of conversation that I brought up.
Mm-hmm. Like you were helping Wyatt up. Wyatt lets go, falls on their ass, gets up on their own, and gets back to practicing the turn. Not saying anything or stopping you. This is a healing scene, right?
Yeah, it's a text. Remember, we've had healing scenes turn into conflict before.
Oh, I know, no. Oh, yeah, I was making a joke. Like, yeah. This is funny. I don't need to hear this.
Sorry?
I don't want to get involved with a knife fight.
I'm not getting into a knife fight.
You just told me you were in a knife fight. Crash.
I wasn't in a knife fight. Blake walks over to offer a hand.
No. Gets up, skates back to the start of the turn. You just told me you pulled a knife on someone. Crash.
Okay.
I think Blake is observant enough to notice that, like
they were called like.
Oh god.
They were called like Joey and something or other, or what? What are they called? Jimmy.
It's Josh and Josh. It's Josh, Tommy, and Josh.
Right.
Oh.
Tommy was the one that got. Or Josh Ubelair was the one that got.
Yeah. Blake says, Josh and Tommy cornered me after school, so yeah, I pulled a knife on them. They ran away.
Crash. I think Blake's observant enough to notice that Wyatt, consciously or not, is trying to match the turn to the beat of the music, which isn't a good way to practice a turn. It takes them a second to like catch up, and they're like, wait, what? Like looks you up and down, like you don't look like you're hurt, and it's like, What do they
Like I
want?
I imagine they wanted to beat the shit out of me, didn't they? So I pulled a knife on them and told them to fuck off.
Like a knife or your knife?
My one.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It wasn't gonna hurt them, you know. I
don't know, Blake.
surreptitiously bring it out and like pass it straight through my hand.
Yes, that's why I asked.
Hmm.
Turn, crash, gets up. Kicks over the speaker. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have a scratch on me really. Hand hurts a bit from the whole punching, but wait, did I get
Gosh.
punched? I can't remember.
Probably, right? Like,
What happened?
Blake's really punchable.
I would.
Oh wow.
Did you have like an injury? It's been a couple weeks. I don't quite remember.
I actually
have
don't.
injured. I do not have injured.
I mean, the thing
I
is,
don't
you wouldn't necessarily unless you lost. I don't If you did, you want to have been punched? Because I don't remember.
Does no one remember?
I don't think you got punched.
Yeah.
I
I
don't think you got punched. I think you scared them off.
Well,
No, I mean with the other Josh.
No, Josh didn't punch you either.
yeah, you punched him in the face once, and then Sucker punched him in the stomach twice, and he was going to hit you, and then Trevor tackled him.
Damn, nice.
Yeah. So I sort of won that fight. Sort of.
Does Blake say that?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Blake says that.
Why gets up? Did you fuck him up at all?
I mean, oh yeah, you ran away. I forgot.
Glare crash. Fuck off.
Nah, I mean, you can run away. It's all right.
Why are you wording it like that?
Look, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that. Think. Wait, what did you ask me again? Blake says that.
I asked you if you fucked him up. Like, did you fuck him up?
Oh, I punched him a few times. Like I said, hand hurts a bit. Also, Blake doesn't say this.
Okay.
Dylan says this. Punchable face. No.
Yeah, that's punchable.
Isn't that an Ana DeFranco song?
That's
I'm not
totally
familiar.
punchable. Are you kidding me? That's like mosh pit punch. You know, like not like a punch of malice, a punch of just the environment. You know what I mean, right? Like,
in a mosh pit, everyone's punchable though.
anyway, we can't.
Yeah. Blake says, So, you know what I think Blake does? Blake goes up to that like grind bar and just does a 180 turn on the skateboard like it's nothing. Not like a hop, but just like, you know, lean on the back wheel, spin around, down.
Like on the rail, damn.
No, not on the rail.
Oh, not on the rail. Okay.
On the ground.
Oh, doing the turn I'm trying to do.
Sort of, yeah. except it's a skateboard.
Yeah.
And then Blake says, "So what's the toughest part?"
I think we might need to roll for this.
Yeah, so
Because
you're
it's
probably
not
not at that
something
point.
Wyatt wants to talk about at all.
Okay.
Like the last thing Wyatt wants to do is talk about it.
All right.
All right, let's see here. I love having a D12 guarded. It's really nice.
What's my
Give me that truth, please.
what's my relationship?
Guarded.
Okay.
I got a D6 with you. You're a fuck up, but when you try, you can be nice.
Yeah, remember, if you end up challenging anything, remember that's the thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I also need to fix my my truth because it got lowered. So I actually need to redo my pool.
Ooh,
Let's see
we've
if I'll
got some
clear it.
shitty
cool.
rolls right there.
Okay, I can't remove dice from my rolls. I don't know why. Like I clear dice and these immediately reappear because I set my I forgot to reset my truth after it got downgraded from challenging.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, in the character sheet?
Yeah, like I fixed it, but
Okay.
I had already clicked it, so now there's a D6 when there should be a D8 in my pool.
Oh, then
Should we just ignore the first D6?
Yeah, just throw a D8 in and ignore the D6.
All right, cool. Well, I've got one other D6, so we'll ignore whatever the first D6 is in there.
All right, and grab yourself a plot point for the one.
Okay. Did I use a plot point last when I was with Rachel?
No, not to put the extra
Okay.
location.
I'm gonna put a D10 into trouble to re-roll that D10.
Put extra D6 in the trouble.
D10 into trouble.
You beat
So
me.
I got a 13
Yeah.
D4.
Yeah, best I can do is I'll take the bigger hit. So I'll take the 5 and the 3, make it an 8. Let's scale it up.
And how much did you put in trouble?
A D10.
All right, Blake. Also grab a plot point for your D4.
Yep. So this was a. Wait, was this an attack or was this a cleanup roll or whatever?
Oh, I forgot. It's supposed to be a cleanup roll.
I think it didn't turn into it, but it turned into him wanting to try to get you to talk about something.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounded like
I
an
guess
attack.
in my mind it's like the getting to talk about it is
I-
the painful part, but
Mhm.
once we're talking about it, then it's healing. So I think this makes sense as an attack
Okay.
because it's gonna stress Wyatt
Okay.
to talk
Yeah.
about
So
it.
and you want to take the stress on there then because it doesn't force you to talk about it because you can just take the
Yeah.
stress. We can also take the stress.
I
and then
like-
go,
I
"No,
like
will talk
this."
about it." Okay, cool.
Like part of playing a guarded character is knowing when that's like good to roll with and when it's good to not. To me. So you got a D. What was your effect
6,
die?
I guess. My D4.
And then
But
I lost.
I beat you by 5, I think. So
Yeah,
it
so
gets
D6.
staged up to a D6.
Well, yeah, I already have 12 insecure, 8 exhausted.
I think it's D6 afraid makes sense.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Also a note. Blake went up to the bar and then did the same turn that you've been crashing on over and over again.
Mhm.
And Blake said, "What's the toughest part?"
Mhm.
So you can very much interpret it in whatever way you want. That's the
Oh yeah,
thing.
for sure. No, I think I know how to roll with this. I think like Wyatt stops for a second. And looks over at Blake. The hardest part is this is an easy turn. I've done this a million times before, but it's okay. So you know how like when we're over there, like I move around a lot. And
Yeah.
it like looks away. It feels better. And it's easier over there and it's fucking me up here.
Like nods. I hear what you're saying. At least I think I do. What's the part that's fucking up over here?
I think like Wyatt laughs and like in like so slowly, like not actually trying to take this turn at the speed they were practicing before. Like does it and like right at the point of the curve is like, so right there. It's honestly funny. You know how I'm like a fucking furry over there for some fucking reason?
Yeah.
Do you know how much counterbalance a tail gives you?
Not familiar. I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
I wasn't either. And now that I know how easy it would be, I can't do it the same way.
Mm,
I think like why it's smiling now. It's really stupid. It's not even like we spent a ton of time over there. But like it sticks, you know?
I see. Right. Yeah. That's yeah, you probably know why I'm struggling to relate there. Like, obviously, the way you feel is legit and all that. Yeah. I'm just like, what's... I have nothing good to say about that.
Like why like stops, gives you like a level look, like you don't do you like I don't know, like physically feel different over there?
Yeah.
Why nods. It's like, all right, you get it. It's not the same, but it's
Same.
like, yeah, like moves over closer to you, and is like, but like, it's kind of, at least for me, it's like more me, you know?
Yeah, again, hard to relate. I think I understand.
Are you okay?
Is that the thing that's eating at you? The struggle to be there.
It's just that like the physical sensation is different, and also I can do cool magic shit. And then when I come back here, it's like, I don't know, it's the difference between playing like, I don't know, like it's the difference between like your computer running a game at like 60 FPS and then dropping down to like 5. But the 5 is your life. Like what's over there isn't. We shouldn't be there. We shouldn't have to be there. And I don't get
Hopefully
why it
we
feels
won't
so much
have to
better.
be
Hmm.
Hopefully we won't be there any longer
I mean,
once we do this. I hope it's over.
yeah, me too. Has Blake actually gotten enough here to heal?
Oh, I mean, you've opened up.
Yeah, I guess
rather
it
than
depends if that opening up is like
Oh yeah,
more
that was for
frustrating or
Wyatt.
healing for Blake.
Yeah, what is that for Blake?
I think Blake is having that sort of, human response when someone's like, oh, I sprained my ankle the other day. Oh, it's a bit awkward walking around, and you walk with a cane, and you're like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I understand. But internally, you're a bit like, you don't know shit.
Yeah, like what? Like I think Wyatt would get it if Blake just like was willing to give a crumb of detail. You know, that's the impression I'm getting at least.
Yeah, I think Blake says, a magic fairy with great balance. What I feel like when I'm there is I'm just walking around stripped bare while a monster talks to me and I talk back.
Ooh, I can do something juicy here. We haven't brought this up. Wyatt like gives you like a really sad look, and it's like, I'm beginning to think that I really got the lucky end of this. I mean, Trevor's, when that thing happened, his was bad too.
Like nods.
I
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, yeah, the dude lights himself on fire. It's not anyway. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that mine feels so good and yours doesn't. But like,
It's not your fault.
I mean, it's not my problem, but like, it's Springhill Jack is sick as shit, you know? Like, scary, yes, but it's sick as shit. And that means you're sick as shit.
It's my persona.
Yeah.
That thing's my persona.
Yes.
I don't like that. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why I look like that.
Yeah,
I
I don't know either.
I don't like this being decided for me.
There it clicks for Wyatt. There it clicks for Wyatt. It's like, you can't change it?
Like shrugs his shoulders and like raises his hands and says, that thing's just an animal that wants blood.
And you're the
And
leash.
and when I got this thing, the mask thing in the hedge, I'd never fucking dress like that. I don't. Look at me. Like spreads his arms and is like, this is how I dress.
Yeah, like Wyatt gets it.
This is what it looks like. This is how I present.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't get it.
I don't get it either, but from I've read a lot about all the fairy tales with this shit, and from when Trevor and I swapped, like I see Kokabeel in Trevor, like that dude's burning himself out hard. And for better or for worse, I see Jack in you. And I don't think it's... You're right, you should have a choice. And you don't. And I don't. I got lucky. I don't have to rethink myself in there. But
That doesn't mean that it's different.
no.
I think we can maybe make a roll.
Okay, that was enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think Blake still hasn't got to the point where they're like okay with being with someone saying, I see Jack in you. But the fact that they're like talking about this is definitely helpful.
Yeah, like the show of vulnerability, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry for the longest ass scene in our lives. All right. We have to choose who goes first, right? I'll heal you first, if you're okay with that.
Go for it. What do I roll?
You know what? You forgot to roll my stress die. My stress pool in our earlier roll. I just realized
We are very bad about remembering.
we're so bad about remembering stress. Oh well. All right.
What am I rolling?
I don't know. I'm rolling truth. Bookworm, yeah. Like I know lore about shit. Blake. I'm gonna challenge my Blake relationship, so I'll put 3 of those in there. Here you go. Well, could have been better.
Well, I rolling Michael.
Oh, whoever's healing rolls all of their stress.
Okay. Wait, no. Is it when you
Yeah,
say
you roll
whoever's
all of your
healing?
stress.
Oh, okay. All right. The person being healed rolls all of
Yeah,
their stress.
I'm trying to beat your stress, and I roll like normal, which I did.
Okie dokie. You beat
how's
me.
this work again?
Okay,
How's
so
this work?
So, what did you choose as your dice, Wyatt?
I'm gonna take the 2 5s with the D8 with the spare D8 as the effect, if that matters.
So, in that case, he only had a 7. You did not beat him.
You mean Blake did not beat me?
Oh no! Yeah, rather you defeated Blake's stress, because stress you have to take the highest. For some reason I had that the other way around. That means,
no problem.
Yeah, that means the highest, or basically one of the D8s that Blake has goes away, and that becomes growth pool.
And the other one gets staged down?
No, the other one will get staged down, because we're essentially doing end of session from last time, since we didn't do the tag scenes then.
Okay, it just gets staged down. It's not added to the growth pool.
Actually, it will get it. You know what? For right now, just leave it as it is. let's do all that at the same time with everybody, so we don't make a mistake.
Yeah.
That's usually
So for
an end of
justice
session
purposes,
thing.
one of Blake's D8s gets transformed into a growth pool.
Okie dokie. And now I'm gonna roll for Wyatt.
Yeah, geez, I have a D6, a D8, and a D12 stress, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm
Oh, and
gonna
actually,
challenge
quickly
my
count.
Wyatt.
Colton, all of that stress was a gift to you.
It was a gift to me. You're right. Also, Dan, did you get to come back early enough to hear about that Wyatt's frustrated because they don't have a fucking tail to keep their balance in making turns in real life?
Okie dokie.
Incredible.
Now,
I'm not
hopefully, this amount of dice beats your roll, Wyatt.
Those are okay numbers. They're better than my numbers.
12.
All right. 6, 8, 12. Screams. Damn it.
Fuck. Is there anything I can do?
If you want to spend a plot point, you can add one of your other ones to
Yep.
total.
Wait. Oh no, it'll beat me by 1. Yeah. Because you had the
Yeah.
7 to 5 for 12, then you could spend a plot point to add the 4. That would go to 16, and my highest is 15.
Also, take 2 plot points for your the 2 ones.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. So yeah, I'm making 16.
All right. So then my highest one goes to the growth pool.
Mhm.
Cool. That's a D12 growth pool. Oh, it actually doesn't have. Oh, there's growth pool. Okay. 1, and then clear that. Cool. I think that's seen.
All right, that takes us to Rachel and Trevor.
Cool.
Um,
I had an idea for this, kind of. Unless you had an idea.
My
Yeah,
idea
back
is
side.
that I don't think Trevor would actually try to seek out comfort.
Yes.
I don't know what your idea is.
Yeah, my idea was once again utilizing the amazing Slices Loaded, as always. It just like that moment just cuts to the like Slices Loaded with Rachel with her fucking head like chin resting on the counter with the most like Garfield like bored expression on her face. And
Oh
she's
yeah,
just
we
like,
both work at the same place.
yeah, right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and like after a few moments, she just like says without moving her head, "Thanks for stopping my brother getting into more and more trouble the other day."
No. No problem. I think he wouldn't have won the fight if it had gone further. Don't
They
tell
would've-
him I said
well,
that.
Well,
Oh no, they would have beaten the
fucking
shit out of
stun
him.
something. Fucking stun something. I've got
They
a
would have
knife.
absolutely ruined him. Don't worry about
I've got a knife.
that.
Your knife does nothing.
Yeah, and there's no way you're pulling a knife in the middle of class. She says, how do I feel off you? How like cuz Wyatt is super like has a lot of talent in being guarded, right? Like and you like don't express yourself that often about your own stuff. How well like kept do you keep that? Like do I get vibes off you?
I think the enormity of the fuck up that Trevor committed earlier in the day probably bleeds off somewhat.
What was the fuck up?
Well, I made Wyatt interact with Garrett, even though Wyatt specifically did not want to, and then forced a confrontation
Oh yeah.
in which they revealed that everything was very difficult, and why would I do that to him?
Yeah, and I absolutely. I'm guessing neither of you ever would have mentioned that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think you just get like that weird vibe of how like someone knows something's up, even though you've done nothing to like show it. And like even without turning to look at you, Rachel just says, "What's wrong?" in that like telltale voice.
Nothing is
Uh-huh.
definitely.
Right. Because that's the most that's like it's an episode of TV, right? And like the most obvious just being like, "Oh, nothing happened."
Sometimes when people say that nothing happened, nothing happened.
Right. Yeah, and my parents think I've never touched a drop of alcohol in my life because I'm just that good at saying, "No, nothing happened." I think she finally turns to look at you and just says, "Is it bad?" I mean, my brother, in the first time in their Machiavellian life, openly got in trouble with school. So it's probably that not that momentous. Does your look is your look grave? Is
Yes.
your look like and she's like,
Like, I'm staring off into the middle distance.
yeah, she frowns
Just
slightly and is like, wait, was it that momentous?
I may have completely misread everything coming from Wyatt about Garrett and acted on my misreadings in such a way that hurt them.
What happened?
It, um, uh, so it doesn't, okay, you know how we're in home ec together?
Uh-huh. Why are you in home ec? Never mind,
Easy,
keep going.
easy A, so guess who is also apparently in home ec this year?
Garrett.
Guess who came up and asked to be working with me and Wyatt because there were no open partners?
Right.
Guess who said yes?
Right. Okay. And you're looking to get closer to Garrett, right, for this whole business?
Oh yeah, sure.
Because
Yes. Oh
because
yeah.
if not, the easy solution is to talk to your teacher and say you don't want to be like you take the Garrett's ire and fix it over Wyatt having to do it, so it doesn't damage Wyatt's relationship with Garrett. But then Garrett doesn't blame Wyatt because it was you who separated them again. But yeah, if you want to get close to Garrett, that's tricky. I mean, Wyatt could leave home ec. You could start a fire in the home ec classroom.
That would be rather easy, but I don't think it would be correct. That sounds like a move Blake would do.
Yeah,
Wow.
true.
When have I started a fire?
So you made a mistake.
Mhm.
Mistakes are easily made.
And then after I made that mistake,
Mm-hmm.
I confronted Wyatt and more or less forced them to tell me what was going on.
Right.
It was probably a lot more heavy-handed than it should have been, maybe.
All right. I need to remember that Rachel is not a healthy human being. So yeah, I
I
think
know, right?
Yeah,
I
think
fucking do that too much when I'm playing role-playing games and
Yeah.
playing young characters. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, fucking, what's the logical thing to say in this? What's the, like, good,
Yeah.
right thing to say?
Yeah, what
Mhm.
will be the direct, healthy way to approach a serious conversation? You just have to do the exact opposite.
She says, define heavy-handed. Did you just tell Wyatt straight up that he needed to suck it up because he does? Sorry, is Wyatt he him? Or they them?
He say.
He they. Okay, yeah.
How about force them to accept a ride home? And use the power of anti-child locks to keep them from leaving.
Literally just her, like, a thought bubble appears of her doing that exact same thing. Right. Yeah, no, you've lost me. So Wyatt's having a very hard time coming to
Mhm.
terms with Garrett, but also if we're going to be able to help Garrett, Wyatt needs to be able to have to get the fuck over that and perform. Because if Wyatt doesn't, then the Fae inside Garrett wins and Wyatt doesn't get anything that Wyatt wants. So yeah, you told Wyatt what needed to be, right?
I just don't think Wyatt took it especially well.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah. Like it was a mistake and even if it was too heavy-handed, which I'm not completely convinced. At the very least, you were well-intentioned, right? And I got into this situation literally a week ago where someone had to straight out fucking forcefully tell me how much of a fucking deluded bitch I was. Yeah, she says remove the word bitch from that sentence.
Again,
Right?
we're bringing Blake's actions and treating them as if they were the correct actions.
Well, no, it wasn't Blake who said that. It was what's his name?
Oh
The
yeah, DJ.
DJ. Yeah. Right.
I
Sometimes
don't
people
know.
need to be sometimes people need to be told straight up what's going on. And I'm sure like, even though it hurt initially, I mean, I was fuming when I was told. I recognized that I was very much out of sorts and needed to get my head together. So I'm sure it could have been done softer, but if it works, right?
I suppose. Hmm. If I'm doing my normal cliche spewing, I should say something about something road to hell, good intentions, but not really feeling that today, so let's
Yeah,
try looking at it your way.
I think she says whoever wrote that was never in a 21st century high school.
Uh, hmm.
I mean, honestly, the only other two people who could have gotten Wyatt's head together were me or my brother. You probably did it as best as either three of us are going to do it.
That makes me sad, I suppose. At this point, what's done is done, and we'll just see repercussions tomorrow, suppose.
Apologize if you want to apologize. Fix it as much as you can, or at the very least, if you can't fix it, be there to help as much as you can. That's all you can do. No use lamenting, I guess.
So you know what the hell your brother's gonna do the next few days?
Not a clue. Probably not be at the house. He's never at the house. She like frowns for a moment and then just says, I don't think I like my brother.
Wow. Your brother is just starting to be more nice to you. And you're like, fucking
I'm not
hate
trying
that
to be-
guy.
I'm not trying to be unnice. I'm just trying to say, like, they're a person that they don't like. Like, they don't have traits that they find good.
It's just I hate everything about you.
I hate everything about you.
Which, let's be honest, is understandable.
Yeah. Blake is a lot of things.
And yeah, he's still my brother. Do you know what I fucking did last night?
What?
This is gonna sound fucking pathetic. I was gonna take them home to after they got suspended, so that they could talk to our parents. But of course, they ditched. Obviously, he ditched, and so what I had to do, rather than actually cry, I had to work myself up to start fake crying. I basically just started thinking about all like horrible things and nonsense and like super sad TV shows and stuff until I was crying, until my parents believed that I was crying genuinely and telling them all about what happened and how my brother is a hero. not the most respectful moment of my life. I should have fucking told them straight up what the fuck happened.
Truly, your fake tears make you a hero to us all.
Hmm.
If anyone can mourn Blake,
Also, did you know he pulled a knife on someone?
Trevor just like puts his head into his hands and just sort of like, no, that checks out for Blake. Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like a real one. It was his one, but like they didn't know that, and we were in the middle of a parking lot. It was the two assholes that follow what's his name around the other guy.
I'll just remind you that parking lots is where you're supposed to pull out knives.
Yeah, but like a Denny's parking lot, not a school parking lot.
Yeah. Well, I guess the bright side of this entire thing is me worrying about my brother is making me less concerned about my own shit. Like, if it wasn't for that, I would be literally tearing my eyes out thinking about someone I could possibly date in the moment. So, at least that's good, right? Right? I mean, it's homecoming soon. And I don't have a fucking. No, don't think about it. Don't think about it. And she like puts her like hands on her cheeks for a moment and just being like, nope, not gonna get bothered about it. Fine.
Oh yeah, homecoming's this weekend.
She like rolls her eyes like, yeah, as if someone forgot about that.
Trevor 100% forgot about it.
Yeah, right. Like she's like,
There have been signs on the walls at school for weeks that Trevor has not looked at.
yeah. It's just like her value of it is so great that she's just like, no, everyone must find this important, right?
The only thing Trevor thinks about is the homecoming game that he can't play in.
Yeah.
I think Trevor just sort of lapses into a comfortable silence after
Yeah.
that.
And she goes back to resting her chin against the table.
I think that works. Do we want to roll now, or
Sure.
do you
Just
want
a
to roll
vague
first?
attempt being like, hey, things could be worse. Sure, I'll roll against your stuff.
Okay. I think you might beat it because I just have 1d8.
Nice. Well, so far I have a d6. And another d6. And a d8. Alright, let's go. Cool. Don't be the 7. Thank Christ. Nice.
Yay. Okay. Rachel. Zen. Truth.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
So does it get erased completely or does it go down a step?
It gets erased completely,
Nice.
and that goes into your. Yep.
Nice.
So this is what it's like being stress-free.
That's why we play role-playing games. We can pretend we know what it's like.
Oh yeah. Also, I slotted Garrett into the open D4 character relationship that I had.
Cool.
I rewrote my Blake relationship to say, "You'd be cool if you didn't keep pretending you were."
Damn.
Nice.
Hey, it's an upgrade from "You're a fuck up."
Perfect.
The thing is, Blake's a teenager, so I don't think he's going to stop pretending he's cool for a while.
Oh, I know. It's gonna give me ways to challenge it more, I think. All right.
So,
Where do we go from here?
All right. Are we doing? Anybody do anything before you crash that evening?
yes, Blake would like to. Blake arranged to meet Freddy in the theme park at 6.
Yeah, Freddy meets you.
Oh,
What's up?
How much did you hear about what happened?
At the school, the fight?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, basically tackled one of the Joshes, got him suspended. Fight happened. Pretty cool. Why, what should I know about it?
Okay. Okay. So, oh, by the way, are we like sitting on the booth in the theme park like before?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So, got cornered by Josh and Tommy. The after school, and to get rid of them, I sort of ended up pulling this on them, and I like gesture with my hand and make the knife appear.
Holy
But
shit!
obviously-
That's your thing knife, right?
Yeah, but I didn't like make it appear. I like pulled it from behind me, so they think it's a real knife.
I mean, what would have happened if they'd have attacked you?
Probably get the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna get the shit kicked out of me anyway, because like that seemed like what they were there to do.
Yeah, but now
You know,
they think
when-
now they think you're a psycho who carries a knife with him,
That probably means they're not gonna kick the shit out of me.
or it means they're gonna fucking gang up on you when you're not looking.
You might be right, Freddy. Could be dangerous to hang around me now. Blake grins.
Gotta be careful. Those psychos are gonna know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the truth. Um, but you know, in the moment, I had the option of them kicking the shit out of me or me pulling a knife, and I decided to do the latter.
Kind of just nods her head and goes. And try to keep an eye out, but
Hopefully, considering that Josh already got in trouble for me starting a fight with him, not the other way around, they might think twice.
because this superhero shit's gone to your head.
I mean, I didn't do it. I'm not a superhero. I did it because he was fucking harassing my sister, and I was like, give him an inch, and they'll take a mile. So
Came to Rachel's defense
yeah,
too.
true. I mean, she's still. I did fuck up with her a bit, so I owe her.
So, what happens now?
I'm suspended for a few days, but I'm gonna be back in time for homecoming.
Cool. That should go well.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. So, you gonna come with me?
Are you asking me on a date?
Yeah. Cool.
That's the
Well,
most unrealistic exchange from high school students of all time.
Oh no, it ain't. Because
No.
they're treating it way more casually than it is.
That doesn't mean that when someone's alone, they're not going.
yeah.
Although it could
yeah,
just be
no,
fun.
no. Blake, I'm
Yeah,
sure
so
internally Blake was like panicking the entire time. But Blake's very good at panicking the entire time, but looking like he's
the
not.
question are they a platonic friend, or is this something that?
Oh, up until now, Blake and Freddie's friendship has definitely been like platonic. They've just been very close friends.
Okay, so do you want? So this is the character that's kind of attached to yours. Do you want this to be something where Freddie doesn't realize that it's an actual date, or does Freddie also have feelings?
I guess it's I mean, I'd usually need to leave this thing up to the GM. But if I had to make
Part
a
of me likes the
decision,
idea that Freddie doesn't realize that. Oh wait, yeah, this could be a thing. Could be a lot of fun, and like discovering that could be fun. But like, we haven't done a lot with Freddie yet, so like so far, I kind of see Freddie as like that was more offhanded because it's like sometimes you just go with friends to like homecoming
yeah.
if you don't have a date.
But yeah. I mean, Freddie did ask, "Are you asking him out on a date?" And Blake was like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm. Which, if you don't mind, I like the idea that Freddie doesn't realize. Like Freddie doesn't realize
Okay.
it might be like. But I think Freddie will very much open up to the idea. But it's just one of those things they haven't really thought about.
Cool. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Cool.
Do you want to cut the scene there?
Yeah, it sounds
Or... Cool.
good. Since we are sort of moving into what would be kind of the after of last time, what everyone should do now is take the highest stress you have and put that into your growth pool.
Okay. And remove it from normal stress.
No, don't remove normal stress. Then take all of the stress you have left, step them all down by 1.
Okay.
So the current highest goes into the growth pool. Everything then gets stepped down by 1.
When you say it goes into the growth pool, okay. My highest is a D8 exhausted. I put a D8 into my growth pool, but I still have D8 exhausted. Then that and all the other stress gets staged down.
Oh, so yes. So what'll then happen is the D8. You put a D8 in the growth pool. Then that D8 exhausted becomes a D6 exhausted.
And then everything else gets staged down as well. Okay, cool.
So yeah, that one doesn't go away. It just means whatever your highest stress is. At basically the end of a session goes in your growth pool.
Yeah.
Because with what about to happen, I have a feeling that essentially all of you waking up is going to be the next session. Because something's going to happen when you all end up falling asleep.
Oh god.
Oh, fun.
I have the part of this is because I have a gigantic growth pool that was built up last time and has
trouble pool
and has added a little bit this time as well. So.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's a pretty big trouble pool.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you're saying actions have consequences? That's fucked up.
Oh yeah. So, as you all are kind of going to sleep, there's a moment where, as you wake up, and like there's still there's a connection between all of you. You're sort of floating above each of your houses, and you can kind of see these strings, kind of like the astral tether. That is kind of going all over the place, like from people to people, and even sometimes from people to things. And you're sort of looking down, and you can space is weird. Like each of you can kind of see each other, semi-highlighted across it, almost a little bit bigger than you would be in the reality. You know you're sleeping. You're not in your personas, but this isn't the normal world. It's also not the hedge. And
cool.
A shadow goes across the moon, and as you look up, parts of the stars are black, and there are dimly you can see eyes that are searching, and a clawed, and it's still all darkness, a clawed hand kind of reaches out, and some things start to plummet from it. They're coming sort of towards the earth. There's this voice. Right, it's where are the personas? I can feel you. From me. But I can see what you love. And for each of you, there is a bit of a glow, and you kind of notice that there's sort of strings coming to you, and each of you sort of feel a bit of a pull. Oh, actually, let's split this up a little. Blake, the one connecting you to Freddy, you feel it start to switch into. It's almost like something is sort of clawing at it. Rachel, you feel the same to your parents. Trevor to your mom, and Wyatt also to your parents.
Oh shit!
Cool.
So something is almost like you feel there's almost like a pressure moving over. There's something currently hunting the things that you love. While you're not in your personas in this place, you feel you have a power here that is not unlike your persona. I mean, like you're basically not going to have persona abilities, but the relationships and stuff here can almost act as if it was like a source of power. Like you are able to do things here you can in real life, and a lot of it is fueled on the person you're doing it for, or why you're doing it. What do you all do? And from a mechanics point of view, I'm splitting the trouble pool up into crisis pools. Those crisis pools, as you start to like knock them down, will end up kind of going away. But at first, it starts off as a series of discrete pools that all of you can do stuff to attack as this thing is trying to find who the actual persona.
Right.
Quick question for this.
Yep.
Since this is technically like the end of the previous section, do I have all of the plot points I got last session, or am I set back to 2?
For everyone, keep your plot points that you.
Cool. That's good to me because I have 5.
So,
And all of you can talk to each other, even across the distance.
So there's like this giant eye looking for us
Like,
and
it's
like
a-
pulling
it's a-
at the strings of our.
Yeah,
Of
well,
our
you see some eyes up there, but there's also it's like there's something in between you and the sky. It's dark here, but
Yeah.
yeah, I say to the others, the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
What? How do we like? We just need to hide, right?
It's these like shadowy tendrils that are connecting to us. You said, or like,
well, these are the tendrils that connect you to the people and such you love. I mean, you're essentially in the astral realm
yeah.
here, so
And
yeah,
the
but
like malevolent force is just observing, or is it touching those connections?
it's something is moving around some of those connections. It's trying to. It can't see you directly. It's trying to find the things that you care about.
Mm.
And we can't bring out our personas.
No, however, you're going to find that you do have power in this. I mean, essentially, you're able to attack it with you're able to deal with these spiritually in the same way you might using your stats for Smallville.
Maybe if we distract it or send it somewhere far, far, far away from here. Where is here?
What if?
Am I dreaming?
Yeah, we probably something like that, Rachel. Okay. We just need to. Sever the tendrils, right? Then it can't lead them anywhere.
They're just. They're
That
connected to,
somehow seems like very much a bad idea.
they're connected to our parents. Like, would that do something to them?
I think Wyatt's gonna try something without saying anything.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Wyatt's just going to try and like put a bubble around his parents, like without severing the connection. Just gonna try and like get a barrier around them. Okay, some dice got my pool by accident, so I'm just gonna roll it to clear it. Okay. Love.
I think your guarded works real well here.
Oh yeah, it does. Shit. Hell yeah. Do you get to roll my stress against me still?
Yes. I will need to have you remind me what your stresses are.
Yeah. Let me just read my abilities really quick. Oh, I could just recover my own stress with a plot point, so you don't have it against me. If it's afraid, angry, or insecure. I do have D4 afraid. It doesn't seem worth it though, because that's Just D4.
I mean, they roll the highest stress anyway. I believe.
Oh, you know what? I would actually like to do a bookworm move here. Spend a plot point to reveal useful information I read about in a book.
The-
I study all this shit. That's established. So I'm gonna spend a plot point. It says reveal, but can you just like give me something like
Oh, well,
something
no,
that would
yeah,
give us
yeah.
an
So,
advantage
so
here?
basically, in this thing, in the astral plane, what you know is the astral plane is like sort of a spiritual plane, but also a plane of emotion.
Mhm.
Your emotional power and what you feel for people here manifest in reality.
Okay, cool. I think why it's like y'all, it's just like over there. It's just part of us and not separated out from us. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna throw up the bubble. Where's my parents? Da, 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 da. Here I go. Hell yeah!
Grab a plot point.
And I have a D6 exhausted, D4 afraid.
Okay, the D6 will go. Get rid of that. So if you want to write down your total, so you have a D4.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 19 with a D6 effect.
Okay. So,
D4, the D6 doesn't count because it's 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this case, because you're reducing the die pool, one of the ways. Oh wait, no, it doesn't actually beat it. It does, however, in this case, since it has got a much higher of the D10, it actually the D10 against your D4 does reduce the effect down to by 1 step. So this is one where if you got your effect die is higher, what you can do is you can reduce the effect die of the other person by 1 from that.
So even though I won the roll because the effect die is so different,
Wait,
nothing
so
happened?
like, well, yeah, if you'd have had like a D8 effect, for example, it'd become a D6.
Okay,
Yeah, the only
Wait.
problem here is you have a D4
because your effect die is bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I mean, there's no way I can not lose the roll without doing this. So
Yeah.
I prefer not to lose the roll.
Yeah, so as a like you put the bubble around it.
Uh-huh.
What's the bubble do?
It's just sort of like it looks like the sort of like shimmering light that Ariel does. And it's basically like surrounding my parents without severing the ties.
Okay. So while that happens, there's something further down, actually like grabs hold of that kind of string, it hijacks, and then you can kind of see down, even though it's a huge distance. It's almost like your vision zooms, and there's something that's sort of human-like, but almost nightmarish. Sort of like a really spindly old man who's kind of on that string and is like just almost like skittering his way up your astral string. All right, who else? This will kind of go back and forth to folks. Who else is attacking their trying to defeat the one coming after their loved ones?
Blake, I guess. Blake rushes it and pulls a knife out and goes to stab the fuck
I
out.
fucking love you. I love Blake. Spooky spiritual. What's happening? I'm gonna fucking knife it.
Fucking jib the fucker.
All right.
But I think in a week or two, I
shit,
should actually.
that might come out.
If you want to roll again, in a week or two, I should actually have the actual physical book for this.
Nice.
It's a gorgeous fucking book. That PDF is fucking beautiful.
I'm gonna challenge Freddy.
Hmm?
and that's some that's some shit rolls right there. Fucking hell.
Wait. With your challenging Freddy, you only had because it would have tripled that. Oh yeah, I guess it would triple that and then two of the other ones.
Yeah.
All right, what's your total?
Well, I mean, at the moment, do I get to see a roll before I decide whether to use any plot points?
You're supposed to decide first.
Okay.
Because remember, you'll have an opportunity to roll over.
One up.
Come on. Trying to cope.
Also, what is your highest stress?
Oh, D6. No, I'm seeing whether I want to do a. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll spend a plot point to make it
Anybody want to spend plot points and reduce the pool? You can spend plot points.
It's 10, right?
Oh yeah, but the thing is, people can also, since I rolled ones, that's an opportunity. People can spend plot points to knock down the pools.
Yep, I'm doing that.
All right. So how many are you spending?
Dan, are you gonna spend any?
I'll chip in 2 of my 5 plot points.
All right, cool. Chip in one of my 3.
How is this done? Like, what does it do?
So basically, what you can do is you spend them. The ones that came up ones, the D12, the D10, and the D6. They just spent a total of 3 plot points. Those are gone.
This is for everyone, right?
Yeah. Well, this is because I've split them into various pools. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm removing those.
From everyone's pools. Like we're not taking away a chance for Blake to have a better pool to roll against.
Well, because what it is those I've got them split up amongst different people, and
yeah.
Do you want it makes sense if they're being removed from there? Then they would be able to help y'all.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 to do that.
Well, it's only the 3 because there's only 3 ones. So, but the thing is, because you won against its D4 effect die to remove a D10, that also removed. Okay, you know what just happened? So the bat-like creatures that were coming after both the Harding parents and Freddy, y'all just completely demolished that entire die pool.
The fucking knife worked. I should have tried the knife.
Tell us.
I guess you see.
Tell us what happened with when you attacked, and the ones that were coming from your parents also rushed that way as they felt those strings.
So
what did you do?
They destroyed the one. Okay.
The thing is Lexi, you'll still be able to help the others because you're all still in contact.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I think. Sorry, just a sec. Okay. I think Blake bends their knees on the roof of their house, and as they do so, there's this creaking metal noise and steam noise, and and it increases as they like zip across the sky and like disappear from view and reappear in the sort of like wild, like animalistic motions of Spring Hill Jack, and they just savage through these gargoyles wielding the knife.
As it just ripped through them, and suddenly, like both you and Rachel feel the danger to yours is past. However, the others are still being attacked, and because of your connection is even stronger between each other because you're all Persona users, and because you're Persona users together. So yeah, we can go here to either Rachel or I think Trevor still has to go.
Mhm.
So, God damn it, that ruined what I wanted to do.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I
can't
wanted
believe
my
I rolled.
thing to
I rolled
get
3
severed.
ones.
I was super interested to see what would happen if my relationship with my parents got severed, or my like tie to my parents.
Oh,
got
what it
severed.
actually would have done, it would have done stress damage to you.
So it wouldn't have changed anything. Like,
No, yeah,
story-wise?
it was using it to try to attack you. Because what they're doing that to bring you out. Because
Okay.
because the basically the powers that be don't know who the Persona users are in this area, but they
Yeah.
know they've already lost a couple of their people to it. So they
Okay.
are what they're trying to do is figure out who might be attacking, who essentially attacked Garrett's section off. He was sectioned off because they knew someone was protecting this area. They just don't know who it is.
Okay. So severing the connection wouldn't have done some big.
Well,
plot
severing the
change.
connection would have done damage to you. Essentially, if they can figure out
Okay, cool,
who
fair
you
enough.
are, that's their thing.
That's good. Sure, Trevor, do your thing.
I'm just gonna try and send purifying fire down the connections because that's all I know.
Yeah, there's essentially like a horde of little like children-like fey creatures that are rushing towards yours. Like you send the purifying fire down. Take your roll.
I don't actually have a relationship with my mom. She's an extra.
Use
So-
it as an extra.
I will be a 4 for the relationship, but then my mom is an extra for 2 extra. That's,
Hey dude,
um,
your mom is an extra.
So I am going to spend one of my plot points. My total will be to add another die in, so I'll have the 8, 6, and 3. So a 17 with a D10 effect. And I'll get another plot point because I rolled a 1.
What's your highest stress?
I have no stress.
All right. Oh, whoops. Oh, I threw that off of the game.
Well, bye. It's gone forever.
I was like, wait, where'd it go? I didn't even. I should have split them into pools. I should have just hit y'all with a big one. Yeah, so yeah, you end up knocking that one down. You take away the D10. Yeah, as the flame goes through, there's just screaming, and a couple of them actually like detach themselves from that sort of hook and sort of flying near. And they start like rocketing their way up towards whatever might be further up. Rachel.
Is there any left?
Yeah, so right now you still have the ones that are going after Ed and Lily Rosewood, and you've got the ones going after you've got like one like a little bit left going after Trevor's mom. Trevor's mom has got it going on.
Cool.
No.
I worked at New Jersey State Fair, and like Fountains of Wayne was playing because they're from New Jersey, and I heard that song 6 times a day for 3 days.
Oh no!
Mm. Hell.
I'm amazed you survived.
Mhm. I would like to
Um,
say I haven't actually thought about how much of MILF my mom is.
Dan, you're never allowed to say MILF again.
Oh my god, we got to say so. One of the guys I did stand up with is a high schooler, he's now in college, but he graduated last year, and his mom was kind of hot. And there's one point where we're all sitting there talking, in a little like green area and stuff, and she comes in and pokes her head through a curtain, and goes, "Hey guys, like, Mom, guys!" And I just turned. I'm like, "No, it's okay. We know Kenny's mom too. We know what it's like. He has a hot mom too. We know how to deal with this." He turned about 6 shades of red.
Oh my
Here's the
god.
thing: is I'm normally not that forward, but on so she heard that and laughed, and on stage I told the story. I'm like, "Yeah, Caden's mom poked her head in," and we're all like, "Damn, Caden's mom!" And they told the story. Like that's not something I would actually do if I was kind of like, I might have a chance with this person. I'd be way too shy to do that.
I mean, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He got so embarrassed.
I don't think I've been confronted with any of my friends having hot parents. I don't think I've been confronted with that terror.
My mom, when I was in school, was a mom that all the boys talked about as being an extremely hot mom, and it was the worst experience.
Oh yeah, that sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mom, why are you so hot? God.
well, you should treat your mom better. We're gonna come over more often to make sure hey, thank you for having us.
Right. I am going to.
What we're even doing? Zap my brain.
So Rachel, you've got some coming still towards Trevor's mom, and you've got some coming towards Ed and Lily Rosewood.
I am
Becky.
going
Trevor's
to.
mom's a Becky. Plus, you work with her.
Final Fantasy X Shiva Ultimate Cold Snap.
Oh yeah, where
Click her
Oh.
finger, freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Explode someone.
the sound or the animation that made every lesbian lesbian.
Oh wait, now I have to look this up. Wait, what is? I played Final Fantasy X, but it was when it came
Look
out.
up Final Fantasy X Shiva Diamond Dust. That'll do it probably.
Oh,
That'll do it. Yeah. Hold on.
really?
It's like the
let's hear it.
the
I'm
kick
listening to
throw and
Yeah,
then the snap.
no,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking
Oh, it wasn't the sound; it's the motion.
it's the motion.
Oh yeah.
It's the finger snap.
It's
Yeah.
the finger snap. Yeah.
about. Oh, yeah. I'm
He
not the
kisses
type
her
of person who's
fingers.
like who gets affected.
Yeah.
By the finger snap. You know, it's not my deal.
It's not my deal, but like I game respect game.
That reminds me, I need to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake because I haven't actually played a Final Fantasy Final Fantasy game in a.
I need to play that as well.
Remake's good.
It's gorgeous.
Well,
Also, what's so funny
game
is
to play.
playing it and remembering all the like incels who are like, Tifa's tits are too small. I'm like, she's
Oh
wearing
my
a sports
God.
bra. They're giant. Are you fucking like you've never seen a naked breast? Jesus Christ.
I'm so glad they let Tifa and Ares be cool. Anyway, anyway.
Just as an aside, just as important aside, when I was playing Final Fantasy X, I did not notice how like Shiva is wearing like fucking rags.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I never noticed this.
Did you notice how
The
one of her
fuck?
boobies?
No, I was just like, oh yeah, do the summon, turn on short animations.
Oh, Lexa, was that your role? I just saw Marzana's stuff on there. Okay,
It's against the
this is against the one against
Trevor's mum.
Trevor's mom has gotta go.
We aren't going down this hole again.
What's your highest stress?
None.
Wait, and what were you doing again?
Basically just like the air around them gets so cold that they freeze, and then I snap my fingers and they hopefully explode.
Oh yeah, Hot chip. What the living fuck? Are all three of them good? Nope. Let me put that on there again. One of them rolled on the actual thing. The other two apparently went off of it. All right, so you have a 9 with a D12.
Yeah, and you have a.
It's got a, or yeah, it'll do a 10. It'll have a 10 with a D12. And so you said you did like the Shiva thing of the, and we said it was ice around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as so like the sort of children thing just it shatters it, and then one of them sees you and just like starts to rocket through the space towards you, and you can see like a weird looking baby rushing your way. Now you want to see if you can beat its 10.
Faye baby. Okay.
Hey baby. Oh, have you played Among Us yet?
Yes.
No.
I have watched it be played a lot.
It's one I want to play, but I don't want to play with randoms.
Oh yeah.
I would actually have way more fun playing with random because, like, okay, deception in games is fun, but games that like a core mechanic is stressfully yelling at your friends and accusing each other of lying is like the opposite of relaxing for me.
I love that shit.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
if that's like you know, like playing poker or some shit, like stuff where bluffing is a mechanic, like totally fine. It's when it's like the game revolves around this like jury process.
Yeah, so your
Yeah,
question, are you going
I've
with a
always
12
thought
with a
that
D8 or a 16 with a D4?
Let's go 12 D8.
Okay. Yeah, because one of the discords I'm on, some of us are talking about either that or barotrauma.
Our friend Carson is trying to get us to buy Barotrauma.
Barotrauma looks like it'd be a lot of fun with a group of people. Like that's one where you're actually trying to work together, but it's like shit's working against you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a D8 you're setting up against it.
Yes.
All right. As you like, so how like what do you do when it responds as it's rocketing towards you? How do you try to take it out?
So we're above like our street, right? Or like the
Mhm.
town or whatever.
Yep.
Cool. So, like some objects like cars and shit get like layers of frost around it and then like just lift into the air like telekinesis and just form a huge barrier of just very high velocity heavy objects going towards this thing.
Right. Yeah. So you actually you eliminate the D6. The thing is, to eliminate D12, you need to like you can reduce the D12, or whether do you want to reduce the D12 or eliminate the D6? Because the other ones, because of the ones, you were able to just eliminate shit.
Yeah, let's reduce
Or
the
if you because I rolled a 1, if someone spends a plot point, you could remove the D10 and then reduce the D12 by 1.
Sure, I'll spend a pop point to get rid of that one, and then I'll reduce the 12.
All right, so that D6 goes completely away, and the D12 becomes a D10. And Wyatt, you still have that old man like thing, like skittering up the astral cord towards you.
I sure do. Let me read. What can this do for me? Okay. What Wyatt's going to do is try to make an illusory copy branching off from the one that the creepy old man is climbing up. Like, trying to lead him down a false path, basically. Like, at the end of that thread is, like, the emotional energy of my parents or whatever. Because I can use sneaky, which lets me reroll things if it goes bad.
But you hide it.
Yup. And I can spend a plot point before to do stuff, right?
Yep.
What can I do?
Do you all have the spending plot points
Oh, you know what I
plot
do?
points,
Yeah,
spending
I'll
plot
read.
points,
I'll read
one at the
my
bottom.
eyeballs. Roll any.
Yeah, I got it.
Roll additional traits. Yes, I would like to roll an additional trait. I'm gonna roll guarded as well.
Oh fuck! I accidentally put something in one of my. Oh, I know what I put there. Ignore what it just rolled. That's because what used to be one of my things I clicked, I've accidentally replaced with dice.
Mm,
So if you have common rolls, you can literally just put them at the bottom. I guess
Yeah.
a D20 for a lot of games.
yeah, so I spent 1 plot point to add or to roll guarded alongside sneaky. Yoink. All right.
Shit, son.
Yeah,
What's
I'll
your-
take the D12 effect.
What's
So
your
here,
highest
let me,
stress?
let's see. Let's see. That's 6. Oh, my highest stress is D6. That's 16 with D12 effect.
God damn it! So well that one won't remove anything because I have nothing that's a D. However,
Mhm.
I have a 9 D10 which does not affect it. Yeah, so you said you're hiding it.
Yeah, I'm making it go up like a fake trail,
Yeah,
and
it's-
once it's all the way on it, it just disappears and it falls. Like
Yeah,
the thing
there's
climbs.
no. It goes. God, it turns up. It goes over when it disappears. And it just. There's a moment where it then starts to float in the air, and it's like looking around trying to find you. So yeah, you removed the D12 from the die pool. I'm assuming you want the D12 instead of the D10s.
Yes, please.
Yep. All right. We now at this point we have 1d10 heading towards Trevor's mom, and 2d10 heading. Well, they were originally going towards Ed and Lily Rosewood. Are now looking for Wyatt.
Hmm. I mean, I think I'm pretty safe.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
just hiding here. He's not doing it. He's floating. Like, is it like a 0G situation?
No, it's able to fly, but you're basically able to fly at this point because
Oh,
you're not tethered to the ground. Yeah. What are people doing? You still have some of these. You basically have a. It all comes down to a 3D10 pool now. Like if you
Okay.
if you click on images and bring up the trouble pool, you can actually see the trouble pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there's 3D10 right now as they're trying to like come together and find where you're at. So right now I'm gonna have them combine. So you've got the flying baby and the old man thing that are still trying to find all three of you.
The two genders.
Yep. So who is going against these Fae?
Who has the most plot point?
I have 3 plot points. I can go again.
Trevor can roll a lot of dice. Can we assist in any way?
Yeah, so for assist, this is one I should actually double check for assisting real quick. Oh my god, I just realized at the end of it, it has like this on here. Right, that's some. I think with assist, what you can do is each of us tell you what you're doing, and when you roll your dice, basically lend your highest to whoever's doing it as like you'll roll before them, and then you'll add your highest as a die they can use. But it'll still come down to the 2 dice and the effect die, unless plot points are spent.
But we can make that pool a lot bigger. Does it sound like a good plan?
Well, the pool won't necessarily be bigger unless plot points are spent to add to it. It means there's a lot. Well, the final effect. Sorry, your pool is correct.
How do you feel about that, Dan?
I mean, if you guys want to assist, sure.
And, like, you're cool doing the thing here?
Yeah, I have an idea of the thing.
Yeah, I volunteered you, so I
Or
want to sure you actually
actually,
want to do
no,
it.
I'm sorry. You know what might be better? Instead of that, actually, it would end up being almost the same thing. Roll, and essentially your effect die, you're going to be rolling against difficulty of a d6 and a d8. I'm going to get those. I'm just getting rid of those. Don't worry about those. Each of you roll against a d6 and a d8, and you'll be creating an asset of whatever die that he then adds to his roll.
All of us, or just one of us?
Whoever is, if you want to spend a plot point, you're then able to assist.
And assisting does what?
Assisting means what you can essentially do is create an asset that he is then able to roll into his pool.
Right.
So whatever effect die you have, whatever your effect die is, that is the die size that he will add to his.
And we have to be a.
You're beating a d8 and a d6.
And we spend a plot point, we roll as normal, trying to beat a d6 and a d8, and if we beat it, then the effect die gets added to the pool that Dan rolls.
Yep.
Dan, I might need to hold out this plot point. Like,
That's fine.
Let me see if I can do anything to help you.
Oh. Asset has 2 S's, not 3. Asset is something different.
Earn a plot point for another
Alright.
lead. Increase.
So
No.
I'm gonna assume that I beat a d6 and a d8, seeing as I beat their maximum.
Yeah.
And I can do that with actually. Can you roll the dice so that I can? Oh, do I pick before?
No,
you
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
You still
I
couldn't.
have an 8.
Well-
Well, the thing is you decide before you do
Oh,
it.
9 plus
But you-
5 is not 15.
Oh.
Did you know?
9 plus 5 is 14.
Yeah, it's 14. I thought it was 15 for some reason.
Yeah. So what I would have done,
Is it the d10? I'm assuming.
yeah, the d10.
Okay. Yeah, you will add a d10. Anybody else?
Nah. I think
Yeah,
too,
I'll do
it starts to give diminishing returns. I think.
Oh, that's a good point. Dan, are you confident?
I think I'll do okay,
Okay.
maybe.
I'll save in case we need cleanup, you know?
All right, I'll
Yeah,
roll.
right.
I'll roll and let it go. Ignore this. Yeah. So Blake, what do you do to help? What creates that extra d10?
So reset the situation for me.
So currently you have like the flying babies and the old man who got like lost on the thing. They're rushing together trying to find where the 3 of you are at.
And the 3 of us are me, Trevor, and
Or the 4 of you rather. I'm sorry, the 4 of you. I don't know why I said
okay.
3. The 4 of you.
And what has Trevor done so far?
Currently the soul tether thing is on fire with the purifying flame.
Okay. Alright. You feel me like grip your shoulder, Trevor,
Mhm.
and then I say, let's go point blank with that. And then I teleport you right in front of them. Apologies.
I thought you were going to stab the fire, so this is better.
Gonna stab the fire.
Yeah, so you get like
so-
surprise attack at point blank. I hope that didn't fuck up what
That's
you're
sick
about
as
to
shit.
I mean, I was planning on coalescing the fire along the thing into a giant flaming serpent. So I'll
Do that, but at point blank.
yeah, basically.
Point blank fire snake vor.
Nothing up my sleeve. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
This is some Naruto shit.
Yet.
Well, this wasn't the best roll I could have had.
Oh boy.
What's your total? Go ahead and grab a plot point there.
I am going to then spend that plot point.
You actually can't spend that plot point until after this exchange has happened. Because
I'll spend one of my other plot points.
you can do that.
So my total is going to be 11 with a D10.
Yikes.
Oh, what's your highest stress, by the way? Do you have any?
I don't have any stress.
You do now. Or no, actually, no, I'm sorry. You don't necessarily. You have to try to roll above it. Yeah, what were you doing again? If you want to,
I grabbed all of the fire that was on the soul tether and pulled it up and formed a giant flaming serpent to snap at them.
yeah, so as it snaps at them, they actually, like, rush out of the way, and the old man tackles you, and the baby grabs your mouth and is trying to actually force its way inside of you. You have a 14 against a D10. You want to see if you can beat that.
Hey
Yeah.
Dad, I can assist you now. Seems like you're in a rough spot. Let me see if I can help. Let's see. Yeah, sure, authority.
I just
Yeah.
realized I didn't need to spend a plot point because the D6 was my mom, which is an extra.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
nice. I have a pretty good die with you, right? Yeah, I have a D8 with you. That's not bad. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I'll take 11 with a D10.
That's 11 with a D4.
Mmm.
Oh, wait, is this to create the?
Asset.
Yeah, you have created a D4 asset.
Yay!
Congrats.
Right, now let
Um,
me create an asset.
I swear, if you one up me.
Yeah, well, what did you do to create the asset that was not so great?
I think Wyatt just tries to like huck over like a spear of light at the baby. I just think like it doesn't do that much.
Take that, baby.
I'm like, oh shit.
You
That
use
baby's
the
soft.
power of encouraging words.
You're an awful baby. I've seen better babies than you. You would never win a cute kid contest, and every kid can win a cute kid contest. Grab a plot point.
That's also an 11 D4.
God damn it.
And the assets don't add, right? They just
No, they are just an extra die that you're able to use.
I was like, I can beat a D4.
You still beat it.
Four.
I have an 8. Unfortunately, if you can spend a plot point, but there's nothing below a D6, so it will not remove anything from the die pool. The die pool has actually gotten bigger as you have done this.
God. Sake. Okay. Here's how it happened stupidly. Has anyone seen Buck No Hero?
I've seen
Yes.
like a fair amount of it.
Okay. I don't know how to say this without possible spoilers, but you know how cold makes fire explode?
Yeah.
The reaction. Yeah. I try and do that, and clearly it makes more trouble than it's worth.
Uh-huh. So
I'm like,
wait,
you have fire.
so-
I can try and like control that fire by like make it less against us and more against them. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, make cold, make cold, make cold. And then you're like, fuck.
is the reason my D4 didn't get staged up because it's a 1 and so it can't get staged up?
Oh, yes.
I beat your okay, yeah. Good luck, Dan. I tried.
Yay.
I recommend spending plot points.
I am. I'm spending a plot point to add another distinction into the roll. Let's see how many more things I add to the trouble pool.
Oh my god.
Grab a
So I
plot
need
point.
to beat a 14, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I spend all of my plot points, I can beat it, but then I'll have a D4 effect.
Otherwise, you are possibly taking, or yeah, you're taking D10 stress otherwise, or possibly more depending on how what you roll.
I think I'm gonna take the D12 stress because it's gonna be staged up.
Really quick though, narratively, does this expose?
Yeah, so I'm not saying what you thing is you're not going to know exactly how much it exposes. What as the baby actually its head goes into your mouth, and here your mouth becomes like super huge, and you feel there's something kind of looking through you, and there's this point where there's like baby's laughter starts happening kind of all inside of you, and it feels like everything you care about has been seen. It is a possibility that I know something. Take a D12 afraid.
Cool.
Evil crying Cthulhu baby. Great, love it. Amazing.
Sorry, I
can,
volunteered you.
can I immediately try to re-roll or try to roll again to get the baby off of me and out of my mouth?
Partly to make it so other people aren't just sitting here. We can have someone else do a thing on there.
That's fair.
I'm terrible. Save them, Handsome Jack. Whatever the fuck you called.
The fuck?
I think
I'm Blake.
What's your? I was about to say stand. Then what's your persona called?
Spring Hill Jack.
Spring Hill
And,
Jack.
Yeah,
that's
they're
it.
just rip-offs of stands, so don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
I don't know why I find Spring Hill Jack so handsome.
Wait, what came first?
Jojo.
JoJo was around in like the 90s or something, right?
But like Shin
No,
Megami
Spring-
Tensei and Persona and stuff is like real early, right?
So, are you asking about Spring Hill Jack is like an ancient
No,
legend?
no. Sorry, talking about like personas or stands.
I'm going to be right back. I have to go let my roommate in.
wait, you're asking which came first?
Yeah,
Stands.
interesting. Hold on, I wanna know the origin point of Shin Megami Tensei.
All right, you do
Um,
that.
also-
I'm gonna figure out who's gonna roll here.
Also, Shin Megami Tensei doesn't didn't originally have personas.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Persona
So
is a
you
spin-off
wanna look
series.
for Persona 1, basically.
Yeah,
But there was a thing before Persona 1 where you could have like familiars and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, yeah. That's the main line Shin Megami Tensei.
They summon
Anyway,
demons, I think.
I mean, like I can roll a decent pool. I'm just out of plot points, you know.
I've got plot points. I'll go for it.
Well, actually, do you think it might be better if you assist me then, or do you think we're just making too much shit here?
Oh, let's separately try to fuck them up.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. All right. So,
Kill this Kubrick space baby.
I cannot believe that Dan had to take all that damage.
Sorry, then.
I mean, the narrative consequences are scarier for me.
What
I'm
other
sure
narrative?
I think
I'm sure the fact that I'm the person who suggested that my character gets taken over by my persona will definitely not have any sort of narrative consequence.
No, I guess it does line up, doesn't it?
Let's not worry about it. Everything will be fine.
Uh-huh.
Nothing bad will ever happen.
Listen, if you lose him, you can just play as Garrett. after we save him.
Alright. I'm a roll.
This is
Um,
just your super long con.
No,
of
no,
just
no,
having
here's the-
someone
here's the
be your
thing.
boyfriend.
Smallville is a game that actually suggests that a character plays the villain.
Oh.
Listen,
Like,
I have thoughts and ideas on if Kokabeel takes over Trevor and Trevor becomes evil.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
have actually
so-
had a campaign where the villain was one of the players. It was fantastic.
Okay, so here's the thing.
hmm
Uh-huh.
I just rolled a bunch of dice.
Mm-hmm.
They came up 8, 10, and 11.
Mm-hmm.
But they rolled outside of the box.
I trust you. You
Can
wouldn't
you
make
take
up
a
shit.
Screen, or are they gone?
Oh, they fade away after a moment.
They fade away. Okay.
I don't know why your dice do this.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see to make it a little easier. I'm gonna throw in a dice tower. I'm gonna unlock the position. I'm gonna put the dice tower down above the dice. If you just drop it on there, that should actually let you not do that. So to tell me, what is it you do?
Okay, so I think Blake sweeps his knife through the remaining embers, stabs it straight into Trevor's mouth, impales the baby, wrenches it out, and then sends sort of like a shockwave of the flame as they fling the baby off the knife towards the people nearby.
All right.
Damn.
Does someone want to spend a plot point for that D10?
I'm out,
Yes, I
Papa.
have one of those.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend one of the D8s to add that D8 to the total. So it's going to be a 20 for the D10 effect. We now have lost a D8 and a D10 from the pool.
Oh,
Because
I
of
did
it.
not see what your roll was.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, it didn't show up? Oh, wait. Wait, let me do this.
I just see 20 D10 effect.
Wait, why the fuck didn't... Okay. Let me check something real quick. Under options.
Did it make your roll hidden?
Yeah, I'm... Oh, show GM rolls. I hit on... Okay, it should now show up when I do it. I had a 20 with a D10 effect.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
That's because I spent
You added
I
a
spent
D6.
one of the die, so it got added like an extra and it went away. It's like spending a plot point. But the
Yeah.
die goes away, so one of the D8s is gone. You removed a D10 with the plot point. Now when I wait a minute, where the fuck happened to the die tower?
It's right there. I see it.
I'm not seeing it. Let me turn it off and on.
Anyway,
Oh wait, it's
Unplug
disappeared
the
from
dice tower and plug it back in.
so is there nothing you can do in this situation? Because then
No, so yeah, but as you throw the baby, the old man kind of grabs it out of the air, and as he throws it in his mouth, he actually starts to get sort of bigger and grow. Yeah. So at this point, you get to see if you can go above, if you can beat his. What he did is this: he's coming after you now.
And it has to be Blake that rolls.
Yeah, because Blake has to see if he can go above it. Other people, if they want, can like spend a plot point to interfere, and then give him extra dice.
okay.
Last
is
time I
anyone-
did that, it went badly.
Okay, so I guess Blake is going to do this on his own.
If I had plot points, you'd have my help.
Let me help you because I can and I have plot points.
I think I only have. Yeah, I don't have any plot points as well, actually.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Michael,
That's a 10.
Yes, 10 with a D10.
that's the help.
Yes.
Oh, that's for help. Okay, so that'll add a D10 to you.
Well, Jenna.
Yeah, D8. I'm sorry, D8, D6. The dice tower has disappeared from me. I'm gonna try something. That did not work. I'm gonna drop it where it was. Yeah. What was it you tried
I
to do?
saw the dice roll, but I don't see the result.
Wait, why the fuck did it not show? Wait, so show Jip on. Oh, what the fuck? So now it. I had an 11. So I accidentally hit the things. The dice tower showed up again. I accidentally turned the GM rolls off. I don't know why the dice tower is not. So I got an 11 with a D4. Well, the 11 against yours. I'm gonna just try this to see if you can see this. I don't know why it's showing. Oh wait, let me try.
No, it's not
Nope,
coming.
no results. Saw the dice, no results.
Okay. Anyway, I have an 11. You should be able to see my regular dice rolls. The tower does not work for me for whatever, which is fine. It works. It works for y'all. Can make it so you don't have to worry about that as much as I do.
Nope, it doesn't work for us either.
I see it. It's a D.
Yeah, we don't see
But
the
what's
results.
the roll?
We should probably just. Nah.
Okay, yeah. Let's ignore the dice tower. Fuck. I don't. That's very weird. I don't know why that's happening.
Wouldn't be an online RPG tool if it didn't have.
If it didn't fuck up weirdly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, you're on your own.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like my fucking best.
Alrighty.
Oh, dice tower hidden rolls.
Roll well. Yeah, I'm fucked.
That's an 8.
Ugh.
Well, go ahead and grab yourself a plot point there. What is it you do? Is it's like slashing at you and trying to like grab onto you?
Yeah, I think Blake like opens his mouth and lets out this like weird grinding metal sound, and then for a moment becomes aware of himself, and then like leaves himself completely open to the enemy's attack. He like stops and is like, "What the fuck just happened?"
And you are you're Spring Hill Jack, right?
Well, I'm Blake.
Well, no, I mean, your character is Spring Hill Jack, your persona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
my
the thing is,
persona is-
as it actually like grabs your chest as it rips it open, it sees the Spring Hill Jack inside of you, and there's a moment where like time almost seems to slow. It smiles and almost closes you back up tenderly. Take a what did I have? Take a D10 insecure. It has seen something in you that is dark and fucked up, and then it recognizes.
We need to destroy this thing. We need to
Yeah.
blow it the fuck up.
I'm up to bat next, I
Yeah,
think.
but we're not gonna do it.
No,
Why
I
not?
got this.
Yeah, we all got this.
All right.
What's so funny is I had so many dice, and they all fucking went away, and now it's down to just a few. It keeps bouncing back.
Yeah, those few just keep
Yeah.
annihilating.
Keep
Um.
rolling more ones and giving you more dice.
Yeah. All right. So when I tried to use like one spear, it didn't really do anything. So what if Wyatt just makes spears come from literally everywhere? From all the stars in the sky, just like piercing dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens.
All right.
Hey, what value do you think it is when you do unlimited blade works?
Are you doing the fucking trope of just swords falling from the sky?
Yeah, but I joked about unlimited blade works, but I'm mostly thinking, has anyone seen Utena?
Now.
Never mind. It's fine. I'll
I
just
have
hold it in
seen
my
the
heart.
first episode.
No, this is the last episode that I'm thinking of. Anyway, lots of swords happen in that. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, fucking justice maybe. I don't want to. It's a D4, but nothing else really applies here. That's sad. Can I swing guarded on this? Or no?
Explain
Maybe.
how.
I mean, it's hiding you. I mean, I can see it being like it's a wall of swords. That feels like
Yeah, it's a wall of swords. Okay, cool. Thanks.
This is just Yu-Gi-Oh! Swords of Vanishing Light.
Oh, fuck you, Dan. You're right. Fuck you. And then Trevor's the one who's really getting fucked up here,
I
right?
had a baby in my mouth, but
Yeah, you
also
have a baby in your mouth. Alright.
My chest
yeah.
got ripped
What's
open.
worse, having a baby try to reverse vor itself into you, or having an old man rip your chest apart and look inside?
The baby for sure.
Why?
Baby
Baby in my
again,
mouth.
guys.
I love that just got said.
Can I
We'll take a
use
vow of
any of
silence.
my? I'm trying to see if I can swing any extras or locations in here, and I wait. You're friends with Leland, right?
I am friends with Leland. Yes.
I have Leland as an extra.
How
Well-
is Leland coming in on this?
So instead of swords just coming from the top, your string with Leland is on the bottom, and so we get a surprise attack.
Sure, Jan.
Do we see anything where the camera swerves around and we see him like coming up like a comet, like hey?
Instead of being Swords of Light, it's Leland's of Light.
You know what, Dan? If that's what you want, they can be Lelands of Light. That's my favorite Final Fantasy thing. Okay, here I go. Oh, I think I did the thing. I accidentally added in one too many dice. Can I please clear that? Okay. So that's a D4 for value, D12 for distinction, Oh, the formula for extras that we've been doing. We can't use it that way. Okay. There we go.
If you put the 2 in the 1 die or the 2 in the thing on the over, the possible problem is it becomes part of the die pool.
No one's. So I'm gonna take the 13 plus 4 is
Can
17.
you roll 2 for Leland?
What?
Because Leland's an extra.
Oh, I get to roll both of them.
Yeah.
Slurp.
You only get to use one of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, basically you add one of them on top of your total.
Yep.
So
So
essentially,
I will take the
17
17
D12.
D12.
Nice.
Finally, a good fucking roll.
okay, I've never had this many problems actually rolling the goddamn dice. What the literal fuck?
You're being punished for hurting us so much.
I mean, earlier on,
Oh,
I
you
did
piece
get
of
a good
shit.
roll.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Roll, it's just
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm
Okay,
gonna do here is I'm gonna
please,
spend.
Use the blow player. Yes,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
do
spend a
it.
D10.
Uh-huh.
So that makes it 9, 17, 21 with a D10
Hey,
effect.
5 over. Mm-hmm. But my effect is higher, so...
So yeah, it'll make it. I'm sorry, 21 D8 effect, and it has reduced the die pool to 3D10 and 1D8. Yeah. So yeah, as the swords come, the old man just sort of, and he moves in a way he's actually like dodging those swords and kind of moves out of the way as Leland comes through. What do you do to try to beat that 21?
I can use Leland twice.
yes.
The second
So
time
I
it only
keep
rolls
doing
1 die.
All right. I think it's like Wyatt's been doing this from hiding. I think Wyatt just goes, fuck it, and just charges straight at the old man, blades twirling all around them, scoops up Leland, and is treating Leland like Ariel treats Wyatt normally, like leading him and throwing Leland at the old man, but like Leland's arms are like swords.
Yeah. Also, well, the rest of you can take a minute, take your extras and locations while this is happening. If you put the names on there and put like, if it's 2d4, put 2 in the first box and 4 in the next. On those other ones I put down, it will make it easier for you to change those. If you take a moment to kind of do that, it will make it. Like I said,
Okay.
I would for you go ahead and make your roll. But while this is, we have a little bit of extra time. Your extras and locations. The first number just becomes 2. That's how many dice you have left. Second one becomes whatever the die rating is. For the values and relationships, it's a 1. Rather, it's the exact same die goes in both boxes because that means you haven't challenged it. If you have an opportunity just to kind of port those over, it will make that a little bit easier for bookkeeping.
I couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, what, a 10 with a D10?
I mean, okay, it's no matter what you have 5 over.
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually better for me to take a 7d12?
Yeah, actually, it would be because the thing is, it's because every 5 points can raise it up. However, that doesn't make it an extra 5 points because it's going to be 2 above you, so that D8 would become essentially a D12. But before it would do that, you would reduce it by 1, so it still becomes a D10 coming your way.
Yeah, but that's
the other way. I think it ends up working out the same.
Oh, okay.
So what do you do on this one to try to defeat him?
Yeah, like Wyatt scoops up Leland, and we're both just like trying to get between, like the old man, and we're trying to get Trevor some time.
Okay.
So we're just like between Garrett or between Trevor and the old man, and hoping Trevor can like take care of the baby.
Yeah, so as you kind of do that, the old man kind of just grabs you, and the baby at this point has been reabsorbed by the old man. It's just the old man at this point. As he sort of grabs you, there's a moment where you actually hear some of your music like leak out of you, and it just goes. Do you have any stress right now?
Yes, I have a D6 is my highest.
I forgot to roll that, but I would have. What is your D6 in?
Exhausted.
Take a D10 afraid.
I have a 4 and afraid right now.
Then just change it to a D10. You have.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it has recognized your music. We are now down to 3D10 and 1D8. What do y'all do?
My turn. My turn. I am going
Where's the off button?
I honestly thought like this was going to be over so fast because my rolls were so awful at the beginning.
Right.
But no, this one's just hard as fuck.
Right.
Christ.
I'm going to challenge my relationship with Trevor and also challenge my popularity value.
I should have fucking challenged my shit. God damn it. God damn it. I can't believe I forgot about that.
So this is challenging. My popularity is the more important than anything. Perhaps my relationship to others is more important than anything. Trevor, the only one with a head on his shoulders, is burning himself alive again. Maybe he's not the one with the head on his shoulders.
Yes.
What are you talking about? That's the only sane thing to do in any situation.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The narrative implications of this are horrifying, y'all.
Yes.
We're so fucked.
Cool.
That's 19 with a D12.
All right, 19 with a D12.
Fuck you, old man. Fuck you, old man.
Do you have a plot point to make it bigger? You can make it a 26 with the D12.
Hold on. So how many plot points did we start with? Hold on. So we got 2 from the start. Did we keep the ones from before?
Yes.
Yeah, for tonight, yeah.
Session? I have one extra. But yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's turn it into a 26 with a D12.
All right, make that note. I have a 16 with a D10, which
Cool.
means okay. So 2 things happen here. Does someone want to spend a plot point to get rid of a D10?
Don't have a plot point.
I don't have a plot point anymore.
I have a plot point. I can
Do it. Do I kill this guy?
So what's going to happen is He failed to beat you, so you did. Oh, actually, what you
I
can
know.
do here, because it's got the D10 and it is 10 over D12. That takes it up 2. So that would remove 1 D10, and I actually think we can do the other 2 dice on that one. So tell us how you take it out.
Cool.
Thank God.
I see all my friends getting fucked up, right? And it's just like toying with them and just being like, it's a real bad time, right? I look at my my connection to my parents, and then look at like the people around me. Uh, like we haven't really said what she looks like when she's in her persona, like in the persona world. This is probably like the reveal. She feels like a panic welling up within her as she feels like the people who normally do like all the damage and like the front work in their battles getting like danced around essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I think she like just screams stop, and the entire world, including her friends and the old man, flash freeze. Everything is frozen. No one can move. But they're still like aware, and out of nowhere, she just comes like a bullet, just appears next to the old man and punches him so he shatters.
Damn, that rips.
Well,
What you
like,
did
as
you
that
look
shatter-
like though?
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing. Oh, fuck. I don't want to turn this too into Frozen, but it's
Shiva, you're Final Fantasy X Shiva.
sure. Like, imagine like a dress, like fuck, like just a silk dress that's blue made out of ice. This is like scale mail dress,
Yeah.
right? Like overlapping like shards of ice all over, and like interlinking in her hair and everything. And she is a fucking disco ball right now.
Fuck yes. Thank you for this gift.
Cool. And as the guy like shatters, the noise like rings out, and everyone else starts to like crack, but it's just the ice around them, and it falls away, and then they can move again. And she's like just breathing heavily with like a look of like fuck you.
And then suddenly it's quiet. Suddenly, it's just you hanging there, and there's just this moment where there's the thing that was up above there, almost like it's like sucked out of this void, and like the stars and the moon reappear in the sky, and it's just the 4 of you sort of floating over Washington. And the Mount Rainier actually, it's weird because there's a glow deep within Mount Rainier itself, and you see like around it in some of those like fairy circles, bits of light that are illuminating themselves up into the sky.
Cool.
A good end of session.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then do we like
Sure.
wake up? Like we snap awake?
Yeah,
like,
then, yeah. Everyone wakes up. Everyone will probably be tired tomorrow. And
Yeah.
I'm making a note. I'm keeping track on like one of those sticky notes. You just saw that I took the sticky notes I was making a note of. So like these are the notes I was taking as we went. Keep their did not do dress slash.
I mean, we did those at the beginning.
Yeah,
For
technically,
those are for last session.
yeah, technically for last session. We might do in this case actually leave it for the end of next session, because this session I had so many plot points and I rolled so poorly. I'm like, oh, this will be difficult. Then I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be done real quick. Like, nope. As soon as we combine them, old man, like I'm gonna start rolling well when I don't have as many.
Quick narrative mechanical question. So since Lexa got those things, did she just like send them back, or should we assume that as players, as part of the narrative, do we understand that like we're still at risk of being known from
Yeah,
this?
you're at risk, but the thing is, it hasn't caught all of you. It has seen parts of you. It knows for certain things to look for, but the thing is, it is not Garrett. It is the thing that has sent Garrett.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it is aware of something. How much it's aware of is a little hard to say.
Yeah, like Rachel kicking their ass didn't like stop them from getting the information.
Correct. Yeah, the thing it was all a part of. It knows that stuff. It just doesn't know. It doesn't know specifics.
Yeah.
It just essentially has It has clues.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, sweet.
Damn.
Because I want to be a tiny bit extra. When we all wake up, can we say that? Can we say that Rachel's breath is misting, like she's in the cold?
Fuck yeah,
Yes.
Her room is a lot colder than the rest of the house for whatever reason.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Alexa, for this meal.
I love how the mechanics actually affect fiction. That's why I love this game. Like, there's so much shit that's like, I love the fact that like some of you have taken what your persona does to affect your character. Like, well, my persona does this. That affects me. It's so fucking great.
I mean, that's the only way to do Persona well, and the video games never explore that.
Yeah.
Of course, your psychic manifestation of your inner self is going to affect you.
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's a wow, cool robot. Like,
It's called your persona. So when it's like a weird, murderous machine, you're like.
Was part of any of you follow? I think it's Jessica Price on Twitter.
Was she the person who worked at ArenaNet?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't follow her, but I've seen enough of her stuff.
Yeah, I mean, she had a cool thing a while back. I mean, she gets attacked like.
Yeah.
But she had a cool thing where she was talking about the difference between narratives for MMOs and other because the MMOs, it's like everyone has to be the hero, whereas other games you can be like, oh, this is your character's personality, and I'm like, is that why I cared so much more about The Wolf Among Us than like the Walking Dead character was kind of milquetoast. You make him what you want to be, but The Wolf Among Us, I'm like, oh, I feel like a specific character here. I like that.
Yeah.
I get what you're talking.
Next one's gonna be a normal one.
Yeah, the next session.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for that very normal fact.
No problem.
You realize tonight was a session that took place within about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, I have to go get something out of the oven, so I'm gonna hop off.
If any of you want to end up doing like Among Us or try to Barrow Trauma at some point, I'd love to get a group.
Yeah, you message me. I'd like to give it a try one time, but hours might not match up. So, yeah. But take care.
Yep, take care. Bye.
Have a good one, y'all. Bye.